Thought it would. Okay, we are back, everybody. Welcome.
Hello.
Isaiah
I
is
look like
feeling
Garbo.
a little bit under the weather. He tried to rope me into wearing my onesie, but my
We're
onesie is
gonna
buried.
have, we will have our sleepover episode. Damn it!
I'm pretty
One day.
sure I only own that onesie because of you. I don't remember
Why?
what it was, but we had like an event that we both needed one for,
Mm-hmm.
and you either had one or you got one, and I was like, "Well, I don't have one,"
I
and so I
probably
went.
had this already.
This was like years ago.
Mm.
This is when we were still. I guess this was in the Arbors, that first apartment complex I was in.
So that could have been anywhere in the first 2 years of us knowing each other.
Yep.
3 years.
Hold on, I'm gonna switch my side. Okay.
I'm in a
Well,
banana.
he is eating a banana yet again. The streak continues. He had the craziest breakfast. He said he chugged.
Can I defend myself?
He
Hold on.
said,
Let me
"Well,
defend
hold
myself.
on.
Before. No, 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 no,
Just
no, no, no. Well, let me defend myself before you try to slander me. So
okay."
I woke up with a gnarly headache, and I was supposed to take medicine before we recorded, and I woke up like an hour ago. No, an hour and a half ago. But I
Sure.
fell back asleep, so I never took medicine. Then I woke up again like 20 minutes ago, and I was like, shoot, I need to take some ibuprofen. But ibuprofen, you shouldn't take that on your stomach because then you could very much throw up from it. And it's happened to me before, and I didn't like it. So I was like, okay, let me just eat something real quick or get something in my stomach. So I chugged some milk,
So he
and then
chugged a glass of milk and then
not a
started eating
glass.
Oreos
I ate.
and a banana.
Oreos were accessible. I didn't have to make any food to
That
eat them. They were
uh-huh.
already there, and I was already drinking the milk, so it kind of went together anyways. And
Yeah,
then I was
well,
like, dang, but what if that's
mhm.
not enough? So I got something that was easily accessible to eat, which was a banana.
That's
This will
yeah,
fill a little bit. This will
yeah.
prevent, hopefully, the acid in my stomach from saying, ooh, we're going to gurgle up and we're going to explode out of his chest.
That is the breakfast of champions if I've ever heard of one. I mean, it sounds delicious. Chocolate, banana, and milk. That you don't get much better than that.
That's literally just like a banana split cookies and cream sundae.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Well, everybody should be happy to see and hear that my setup is pretty much done.
I don't know
Uh,
about C, but definitely here.
well, you could see the background. You could see my shelf.
Currently, right now, I see a lot of pixels.
Well, that's fair. Yeah, I think your internet is crapping itself over there. But
Yeah.
in the final product, you'll be able to see 1/4 of my shelf. I don't know if you can hear this, but I have a pile of boxes next to me that are supposed to go out to the shed that I previously talked about. Eventually, right now,
Eventually.
I can't roll my chair. My chair goes back and forward, and I can get in and out. It's kind of like a spaceship or like a plane. It's very very close, but it's very comfy. It's very warm back here.
For anybody wondering, this onesie is of a bear.
What did we
Uh,
think it was?
I don't know. It kind of looks like a dog.
I could
Dogs
see a
have round
dog.
ears.
Yeah. I think the nose should be more pointed if it was a dog.
That's also true. I think one of my roommates, because they didn't get a good look at it, were like, "Is that a monkey?" And I was like, "Wow, you're gonna say that to the black guy? That's crazy."
Immediately played the raised card.
Oh,
Classy.
absolutely. Listen, here at my apartment, we like to have fun.
True. Yeah. It was a rowdy place. That is for sure.
Yeah, it hasn't stopped yet.
Well, things have happened this week. I don't really know where to start because it all kind of happened very quickly and very densely at the very end. I
Mm-hmm.
think the very first thing I should start with, because I feel like this reorganizes me as an entire character. I need to preface this by saying, don't freak out. I've made a very
I'm putting on
bold.
I'm grabbing my bearings and I'm holding on to them.
I've made a very bold choice because I have done something that I have never done before, and I decided to do
Let
it
me
this
turn
week.
so I can hear this
No,
clearly.
it's visual. It's actually visual
Oh,
because check this out. Bam! Up, up,
hey yo!
bam! Oh, how do I do this? I'm not good at
Honestly,
this. Black
that's not surprising at all.
fingernails.
It's not surprising at all.
I've never gotten. Okay, well, technically, this is what happened. I had my very first manicure pedicure, or as they say in the biz, we
The
call it
mani-pedi?
a mani pedi. Yes.
See, I want to get a mani-pedi for my birthday, like, because my birthday's
Have
coming,
you
and
never
I was
been?
like, I've never had a manicure or a
Mm,
pedicure before.
yeah.
And I feel like that'd be, or like go to a spa or something. I think that'd be a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
fun.
I honestly, I think that's my next. That might be my next stretch goal because I was too.
Hmm.
I've. There's been a lot of reasons why I didn't want to go, but now that I've gone, I recommend going because it was fun. I went with my
Yeah.
mom, and we both just kind of got to sit there and yap for a little while the technicians did technician things.
Mm.
But yeah, it was very fun, very enjoyable. It's relaxing. If your feet are very ticklish, which I found out mine are not that ticklish because who knows why.
Mm.
They
Mm.
just kind of were doing things, and it's very relaxing. It's fun. They gave me fruit, and then
Fruit. I do like fruit.
I kind of had to make a bold decision about these because
For the
I didn't
color or just in general?
know the color. I mean, they kind of do like you could do like a clear paint or whatever.
You could have done
Just
red. You could have been like, you could have been a baddie.
ooh, I could have done red. Yeah. Well, they had I don't know about 90 colors,
Oh,
and my choice was I was like, well, maybe I should do something that's not really visible. And then my second option was, well, I should do black. So it was
black's a
kind of the
staple.
total right. Yeah, I figured it was a very kind of a classic thing to do for your first time, and I really
Yeah.
wanted to get the full experience. Uh,
What I do?
yeah,
I don't know.
you could
I feel
do. I
like,
mean,
I feel like black. I don't know. I feel like black isn't me though. I don't know.
what does black say? What do you mean?
Like,
what
like
is black
I don't
fingernail
know.
polish?
I don't know. I feel like for me, I'd want something more vibrant.
Mm.
Probably some kind of blue. I think a blue would be pretty nice.
They did have nice. Well, really, they had all the colors. I mean, all the way up until like they were showing us they had like a swatch, that was like a book basically, that was just full of colors, and then they had they were like, here's our Easter varietals, which were super pastel, and then there
Ooh,
were
I love pastel colors.
they were very nice, but they also kind of looked like Tic Tacs or not Tic Tacs. Oh gosh, what are those little like hearts that with letters on them?
The
Sweethearts, I
Valentine's
guess. Yes,
hearts.
yeah. They were basically those colors.
Oh,
And then they also had like fall ones, which were very, sort of
oh, I feel like I have to
muted.
get fall. That's like because it's fall time.
That's what my mom did. Yeah, she got like brown and then a different kind of brown, I think.
Ooh, orange and black. Wait, that's not. That's kind of a staple.
That was actually part of the reasoning behind this was Halloween's coming up, right?
Mm.
Granted, it's like a month off, but my mom was like, if you
Halloween is
don't
starting next week. What do you mean?
But yes, but like the actual Halloween stuff happens the 30th.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to wait a whole
31st.
month. Cause yeah, whatever. Dates are confusing. But theoretically, if I take care of, if I don't, well, they probably
You don't
won't
pick
last
at your
that long.
nails, do you?
I bite my nails, but
Oh, R.I.P.
I have
Just don't eat the nail chippings, and
exactly.
you'll probably be
I
fine.
have worked very hard not to do that, and I feel like this will help because not only is it it's actually good right now for the first time in a long time. It's a text thing, a tactile sort of. It's weird because I can feel like I can't feel my nail. I feel the thing that's on top of my nail, and I think that is very disruptive to my brain right now.
Yeah. We gotta get you some of those like little baby mitts. Whenever they'll just bite their fingers and they put the mitts on them instead, so they'll stop. We'll get you one of those.
I do remember back in the day, we tried like hot sauce on my fingernails.
And he was like, ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
I
good."
don't remember it working very well, to be honest, but
Oh,
I understood
no.
the like mentality, just like pure capsaicin, and maybe that's what
You know what? Maybe that's why you like spicy food so much
could be
now.
why. It's like, well, fingernails, they taste even better when they taste like hot sauce.
He's like, this doesn't taste spicy enough. There's not
Yep.
enough iron in this one.
Yep. But I was very nervous going into that. Well, not nervous. I don't remember if I told you about the first time, the only time I've ever gotten a massage.
I think you have, but I don't remember.
I don't know if I told that on here, but I still have the video that I recorded of me going into there going, if I die of fright, let this be a message to everybody. it was like the same kind of scenario where I just don't, I don't know. I don't
You
know
don't
if
like
it's
people
just that
touching you.
I guess it's like I don't feel comfortable with somebody
You don't like strangers
working.
touching you
Yes,
in an
that's a good way
intimate
to.
way.
I guess so, but it's not only that; it's also like in like a service capacity, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
Like you're paying these people to
yeah,
rub your feet and beat your nails and
I was sitting there sipping water, talking, and eating fruit while somebody was like working down there, and it was like kind of, I don't know. It feels weird. It feels weird
yeah.
to me, but
Ooh,
I
I
guess
should go
it's
to a
not.
chiropractor.
Like,
Are those
why?
expensive?
It depends.
Because I'm
I've
getting old and I know my joints are needing it really bad.
Hey, yeah.
Let's.
I
I'm
can
gonna do
tell
some
you
research real quick.
the chiropractor that my
More
grandmother went to
expensive
recommended that everybody go to a chiropractor
chiropractor
because
visits.
spine problems are a real
Yeah,
thing.
a chiropractor visit can cost between $30 to $200 per session for a
Hmm.
standard adjustment, with initial consultations being more expensive due to included exams and potential X-rays.
They did take X-rays. Yeah.
I just want them to like pop my body parts. I don't need them to do all that. But I mean, I guess they kind of have to know what's going on.
Yeah.
But whatever. It
I
probably
think a
help with like
massage therapist
arthritis or
might
something.
be that they might be able to do that same sort of thing for
That's
you.
scary.
A massage therapist?
Yes. And the same reason why you feel kind of iffy about it is the same reason I feel iffy about it.
Hmm.
That's scary.
Yes, it was. I haven't gone back, so I don't know. I mean, my family is on very good terms with this massage therapist because everybody I know goes to her. And that was why I
Mhm.
went in the first place. Was because my mom had an appointment and was like, I can't cancel it, and just like, do you want to go? Like, I guess.
Mhm.
And then I went. It was fun. I mean, it was very relaxing, but
Well,
I
I'm
also
glad.
was terrified the entire time.
Mhm.
This was a little bit better because it was like a duo thing.
Mhm. Yeah, you
So
wouldn't go just by yourself.
no. That I mean, I've had ample opportunity to go by
Mhm.
myself, and I was like,
Fair
I
enough.
just don't really want to. It's a new scenario, you know.
Yeah,
It
we
just
should go. We should go together. That'll get both of our nerves good. And you've already been
yeah.
once, so it's like you've already got that experience. You're like, oh, it's not too bad.
I
Meanwhile,
know
I'm
all the
freaking out.
lingo now.
Yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah. Yeah, pedicure for two, please. Thank you.
It's a duo, mani pedi. You get your hands
Oh,
and your feet and your
I
legs,
think
kind
I
of.
think it'd be. I think I'd be cool. Like, I don't think I have a problem with them working on my hands. My
Hmm.
feet, on the other hand, that sounds terrifying.
Why? Because you don't like your feet?
I
What do you
don't
mean?
know. It's like, because one, I know they're gonna judge me no matter what, but I'm like,
Yeah.
they're gonna look at my feet and be like, this motherfucker's disgusted. Or like, wow, why does his toes look like that?
Ah,
Have you been
yeah,
picking at him? Like, what? You
yeah.
got athlete's foot? Ugh.
So you might have to do some prep work beforehand. I mean, they are prepared to deal with that stuff.
I know that's like literally their job, but like, if
Hmm.
I'm going to something like that, I want to do everything in my power to make it easier for them first.
True, true. Well,
Also to
they
save face
literally
too.
say not to do anything. Like,
I know.
don't trim your nails, don't do your cuticles, or I don't even know all. But they're just like, don't touch your stuff.
Yeah,
They'll
because
do it
probably
all.
going to be worse in the long run because they have to fix what your mistakes are.
Exactly. Well, yeah, that was one of my problems with my thumb is I forget exactly what I've done, but I've worked my way down from biting my nails to I'll occasionally just bite the flesh next to my nail out of nervous habit,
No, I get
and
that.
then it has a ripple effect that goes all the way up my thumb, or really any finger that I
Ooh.
do it to. And
I mean, it's just excess skin, kind of mostly.
yeah, I was just glad that it didn't bleed when they started
Yeah.
like cutting the cuticle back. I was like, oh, please don't start
Please,
just
that's just my
gushing
skin
blood.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
they
it's
know
all
what they're
right now.
doing. I don't think I don't bite my nails out of like what's it called? Not a habit, out of nervousness.
Hmm.
I don't think.
Yeah.
Well, clearly I don't because they're pretty long right now, and I've been having some stressful nervous times.
Sure.
But no, whenever I don't really bite my nails anymore. Before I used to, but now I just let them grow long, and then sometimes whenever like they get to this point and they just get really bendable, or like I'll
Hmm.
take a shower and they get very malleable, I'll
Oh
just like
yeah.
grab the nail and I'll just spin it forward and backwards until it snaps off.
That's crazy. It sounds like you have really brittle nails.
Well, I mean, when they're in the shower, they get very, very soft and easily breakable.
Right.
Well, I don't like bend it to the like just straight up breaks every time. Sometimes I'll like bend it back and forth so like it makes a proper line, and then I'll
Yeah.
just like pull it off like that, like from the corner. I'll like stick my nail underneath and get it to where it like kind of
Oh,
breaks,
okay. I
and then
think
peel
I
it off like
understand.
that.
Yeah.
You can kind of see it on my middle finger. Not
Just
really. You
flipping
can't.
off the camera there. Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I used to bite my nails really bad. It was
Hmm.
both my finger and my toenails, though. Like
I knew people that did toenails. I could never do that. Just because,
Yeah.
well, various reasons. Mentally,
Uh-huh.
crazy. Physically, crazy. Because you have to somehow get your foot all the way up to your face.
Listen, I
Hey,
used to
with
be
an angle
more
to be able
flexible
to
as a
bite it
child.
off.
I just remember, like, I don't know, maybe 8 years old, I'd be sitting in my bed and, like, I bit off all my nails on my fingers. So then I would just grab my foot, bring it up to my face, and just start biting them like that. I can't do
Yeah.
that anymore, and I don't do that anymore. I do the same thing where if they get to a certain length, I just kind of put my nail under it, mess with it enough until it, like, starts breaking off, and then I'll just
Yeah.
peel it off. It's not the worst thing to do. It
Yeah.
doesn't like break off smoothly though. It's
Mhm.
very rigid. But then also with the toenails, there's a lot less because I've damaged them too much. Because it's one of those things where if you know, I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm pretty sure whenever you like lift up your nail from the nail bed, that part doesn't go back to being that part of the nail bed. That's just a part of the nail that's break offable now. And
Oh.
so for some of my toes, it's like that. Like my pinky toes, it's just all straight nail at that point.
Oh gosh.
And so whenever I pull those off or break those off, usually that's where the blood happens.
Oh yeah, that's not so fun.
Yeah. Should we put a trigger warning for grossness? This isn't that gross, but I feel like some people are probably like, ugh.
multiple weeks in a row.
Oh, he's dying.
I'm
Yeah,
dying
he doesn't
again. I
like
don't know what's
he doesn't like
happened.
toenails. Actually, I'm about to expose myself. So I just remembered I didn't just like bite my nails to bite them off.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I'm really just putting my business out there today. I would
Oh.
bite them and then eat them, but not like
Oh, yeah.
whole. But like I would bite them and then I would just like bite pieces off and just like use my teeth to just shred them smaller and smaller and then just eat them.
Same, to be honest. It is embarrassing. It's an embarrassing thing to admit. At least for me. I
Yeah.
find it very
Oh, absolutely. I'm glad I'm glad we have some solidarity in that at least.
Yeah.
That makes me feel less like a freaking weirdo.
Yeah. A lot of people I know went from that to what's like I it's a type of oral fixation, right? A lot of
Mhm.
people have that with they go from their nails to like vapes or
Oh, yeah.
cigarettes, where it's that movement of just doing something with your mouth. And I don't know where that has an origin in, but yeah. It's
I'm
very
blaming
annoying.
teething as a kid. No, I'm kidding. I have no
Teething,
idea.
yeah, could be.
I think mine definitely because I used to have a very bad oral fixation. I always needed to have something like in my mouth, whether it would be like a pencil. I would literally go to the freezer just to chew on some ice.
Yeah,
Things like
ice is
that.
good.
Although I was told that's also because of iron deficiency, so I don't know how true that is. But it was bad with like pencils and stuff, especially if somebody loaned me one, because
Oh,
I
yeah.
would forget that it's not mine, and it would just be chewed up real bad.
Yep. That's it's it's a good thing we didn't go to more destructive methods.
Oh yeah,
Fingernails, if they have to go, it's not the worst thing to get a little extra keratin in you.
Mhm.
But it's I think it's just very unattractive now to have my fingernails be utterly devastated by the fact
Oh
that
yeah,
I
I'll see
just
some
launched
people
on them. Like,
and
oh
I'll
God,
look
what
at
have I
their
done?
fingers, and for one, I noticed that there's a lot of different like not style, but like people's fingers develop differently than mine. Because I look at my
Mhm.
fingers like, oh, these are what normal fingers look like. But if I look at
Sure.
someone else's fingers, I'm like, oh, theirs don't look like mine. But not in like a derogatory way. It's just like
Sure.
oh, there's different forms of fingers and fingernails. That's interesting. But then
Yeah.
I'll see some people, I think you might have been one of them after her at one point, where it's
Mm.
just all right here, it's just bitten off and bitten up. And I'm like, oh, y'all
Yeah.
be eating that for real. Y'all need to stop.
Yeah, it was it was a very bad force of habit for a very long time, but
Yeah.
I feel very confident in myself that I've now kind of moved beyond that.
Mm. Yeah. That's
So
good.
hopefully, I don't mess any of these up because these are pretty cool.
Yeah.
My
We'll
mom
see.
said that they're just gonna make me look even paler now, though.
Yeah, fair enough.
So maybe next time I'll go with an actual color if
Go
I
with
go
if you
back. I mean, they
you
did
can
give
go
me
with
like a
like
punch
a
card.
you could literally you could just get like pink and then do the tips like white to make it look like an actual fingernail. That'd be kind of cool.
Oh
The only
yeah,
thing
that
that's gonna suck is once your nails actually start growing, you're
yeah
just gonna see like the actual nail under below it, and you're like, dang, gross.
yeah. I don't know how often we have to go, but
As often as you want, really.
I guess. I mean, I don't even know how long these are supposed to last for, but if they last for a month, then I mean, I think it can get really expensive because
Oh yeah.
granted, what we did was like the full gamut, and it was
Mhm.
like $80 for the whole session. So I think if I do that once a
Each
month,
or for everybody.
yeah, for one for me and one for my mom. So it's
Got it.
160 overall or whatever, plus a tip on top of that.
Hmm.
I don't really want to do that once a month because
Fair
that's
enough.
800 plus bucks a year.
That's when you just start learning how to paint your own nails.
True. Granted, again, we did do the most expensive version because I was
That is
like, I've
awesome.
never done it. Let's go for it.
Did you just get your fingernails or your toenails too?
I also got my toenails done, but I'm not
Oh,
about
we
to.
got the matching.
They're not matching. I went with a
Oh.
different one on my toes, but they're not black. They're. I tried to go with a more normal tone down there, but the one that I
Hmm.
picked out ended up being it's very sparkly.
Hell
I
yeah.
couldn't believe how sparkly it was, to be honest with you.
And all you do is wear sandals and flip flops.
Yeah, no, I am in shoes all the time. That's why I was like, it doesn't matter what they look like. I just kind of wanted
Yeah.
a protective coat.
A protective sparkly coating.
And
As
now
one
they're
does.
they're sparkly. Yeah.
I look fucking fat, dude.
It's
This
that
also conforms to like my body because it's it's too small a little bit. But like I look massive as usual. There
yeah,
it is. I look beefy. I
the
forgot I'm also
beefy.
not wearing a shirt under this, so like I'm trying to make sure that it doesn't split, so you just see my chest hairs.
Hey, yeah, yeah.
Because if you want that, you gotta follow us on Patreon.
Yeah, the feet pics will be on the Patreon. His chest will be on the Patreon.
Yeah. Do we have a Patreon? I don't think we have a Patreon.
No, no.
If we do, we never put anything on it.
We have self-respect for ourselves and our creativity
hey.
as
And
individuals.
the other
not taking
podcast
shots
that I
at-
was going to be doing with another individual, we made a Patreon, but it wasn't for
Oh.
those kind of things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it never got off the ground though, so it didn't really matter.
Well, you know what? Maybe someday we will need to do it. Don't
I
write
don't even
it
know
out.
what we would do. We'll just do. I was gonna say we'll just do live streams, but like that's literally what this is, just without an audience.
Yeah. No, I think there is
Nothing,
an
nothing here is like
audience.
scripted or anything.
True. Yeah. Well, outside of my topics here.
Yeah. Hold on. I can have a topic to talk about.
Well, while you think of that, I can
Hold
tell
on.
you
So, anyways,
about.
it's not about me,
Mm-hmm.
but have you heard about the artist who there was a body found in his Tesla?
Ah, yes, you were telling me
Yeah.
about this
Yeah. Still
and
waiting
how
to
you
find
were
out
his
what's going on
number
with
one
that.
fan.
I was
and
not his
owned all
number
of
one
his
fan.
merch.
Don't ever. I've never bought his merch. I've never even seen him in I've never been to a concert. I want to go to a concert for somebody. That'd be really cool. I've never been to a concert. But yeah, no, it still hasn't been solved. Nobody's been arrested. They're still looking for suspects and possibilities and things. And it made me realize that social media is both a good and bad thing. I already know this to begin with.
Right.
But people on social media are trying to sit here and solve the case, bring out all this information, and pull up all this and this and that, and
Yeah.
it's like true, but there's a process, and y'all watch too much TV.
Yeah.
They can't just say, "Oh, all this is incriminating. We have to get," or this is what happened. This is the person that did it. There's a whole process that goes into it, and people
Yeah.
are not being realistic about it.
But don't you remember the Boston bomber, the guy that did the marathon? They caught him. That
That's
was
different.
Reddit.
That's different. Yeah, no, I don't know. It's just interesting to see, because the other thing is, a lot of people are coming out with information that's not credible.
Sure.
We're seeing a lot of screenshots of conversations, or like text messages, DMs, Discord messages, things like that.
Yeah.
And while some of it's credible, a lot of it omits information that could link it to the actual person that they say is doing it, or is saying the thing. Like there was the one that's circulating right now. It's like a wall of text that's like this big.
Okay.
And it's just like talking about the situation, and like how they were a friend of the girl and everything, and everyone's like hopping onto that, and it's like, y'all are really gullible, huh? Because anybody could doctor
the
this
internet
up.
for you. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
That's the job of our Reddit sleuths, to handle and sort through all of that and determine what's real and what's fake.
And you see, that separates the Redditors from the TikTokers.
Oh, what are the TikTokers just on board? Kill them all?
Yeah, the TikTokers, a lot of them, as soon as if they see any kind of information, they just jump onto it, and they're like, this is fact. And a lot of it, most of the time people are like referencing, saying it's alleged.
Yeah.
Which is the big keyword here, is alleged.
Naturally.
People don't hear that word, I guess. But yeah, it burned me out last week or the week before, when it it was really big, because I was like all about it. I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. This is crazy. Like, what happened? This is insane. And now I'm just like, can we just find out who did it so I can move on? Like, respectful, like, with all due respect to the person who passed away, I'm so sorry that happened. But like, for her sake and the sake of just getting this figured out, I need them to get all the information they need to put somebody away and just go from there. Because there was a again, somebody posted a video of a concert, which would have been the last concert before all the stuff, or before the person was allegedly killed.
Okay.
Or thought to be killed, I should say, because they did like the forensics, and they're like, yeah, we estimate they died around this date. So the last concert that was had, somebody had posted a video, and in the video, in the rafters, you can see what looks like the girl with the artist's brother. And previously, there was videos coming out of the brother trying to sneak her backstage.
Oh,
but then
interesting.
There was some video that was released by a store clerk from the nearby town or city that they live in, that shows her there at the store at the same time as that video was taken.
Oh my gosh.
At the thing. And it's like, that's weird. That's suspicious. But then also the other side of it is, if you look at all the people in his music videos for the women, or all the people all the girlfriends, character people that he's around, they all look very similar.
Yeah.
So it's like, there's a lot to kind of figure out with that, but people will see one thing and they'll jump out immediately and say, he did it. This is him. And this is not in any way me defending him. This is me saying that people are very gullible and they don't actually think for themselves.
Yeah. This has been a very long problem. Back in the day, we used to just find the witches and then burn them.
Exactly.
It's hard to do that now because the internet, creates a barrier of separation. I can't come and burn you.
Why would you burn me? I'm not a witch.
Well, if you murdered somebody and I thought you did it, I would be justified in taking you out, right? Oh no, he's got this. How dare you wish that spell upon me?
No.
They're making a remake of Harry Potter? I think it's a TV show.
I think I did hear that.
Or they're
And
rebooting the whole thing.
I'm interested to see what they're gonna do differently with it. Are
Yeah.
they gonna actually stay true to the source material? Are they going to try to modernify it? Are they gonna try
Yeah.
to make it to where it's digestible to the current crowd? Are they gonna try to make it to where it gets rid of all the bad things of J.K.
Hmm.
Rowling? Or as people who
Yeah.
like J.K. Rowling, are they going to try to make it too woke?
Hmm.
It's quite interesting. The only thing I know that people like would complain about is, did you put your name in the Goblet of Fire? He asked calmly.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of. I personally feel like they did the Harry Potter series pretty well, but
I'd say so.
there's always, of course, things you could change and make slightly
Yeah.
better.
I
So
mean,
I don't know.
how are you going to replace the OG cast? Like, they were
That is
so good.
Yeah, they were pretty iconic.
Yeah. They're basically doing the X-Men series reboot where they completely changed the entire cast, because all the cast from the original X-Men movies, obviously they're much older than the roles
True.
that they were cast as.
Yeah.
And they're doing it for, the younger audience, the younger generation. So to them, the current version of the X-Men is the X-Men. Including
Oh yeah.
Logan, which is still Hugh Jackman.
Well.
He's canonically dead now.
Yes, and I think there's a new actor, a voice actor at least, that's taking over the role for the game, for the Insomniac game that's coming out.
Which is good, because I feel like he wanted to retire the role of Wolverine because he's just been Wolverine for so long. Because I mean, after Old Man Logan, what's that called? Or after Logan, like I think that's when he went to his other kind of acting. Like that's when he did The Greatest Showman, I think.
Yeah.
And some other kind of roles. And it's like it's nice to see him do other things. I think we get so accustomed to actors playing the same role or the same character for so long sometimes that it's like, what else can they do? I already had that. I already had my thing about that with certain people.
Yeah.
And I'd like to apologize to The Rock.
He's officially apologizing to The Rock.
I'm officially
Why?
apologizing
Because
to
the
The Rock.
Smashing Machine did really good.
Oh, I haven't seen it. I just know that because that's to me is him branching out from being just The Rock.
True.
And
all it took was a full set of prosthetics.
He also had to lose a lot of weight too.
That's true. Him and Batista, they both are like not wrestlers anymore.
No,
that's crazy.
I mean, they basically retired. John Cena, though, he's still killing it on both fronts.
He still is. Yep. I'm very excited to see what he does next.
Yeah, I love John Cena. I've always loved him. Just as a person, he's really cool.
I agree.
John Cena's great.
I agree.
Yeah, it's so interesting. I mean, you would know this more. I think we talked about this before. The wrestling to actor pipeline.
Yeah. Well, they basically make actors that are also capable of hurling people around a ring.
Yeah, and I think because they do like WWE wrestling for so long, I feel like maybe they just get stuck in that headspace for a while for their acting.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think that's also true for like action stars too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If you're a physical actor, you're kind of used to being a physical actor.
Yeah, like Bruce Willis, he's like the action star. But I think he's done non-action roles. I really don't know. I don't watch a lot of Bruce Willis. Another one would be Vin Diesel. When's the last time you've seen Vin Diesel in a non-action based movie? I mean, he makes it work though.
Yeah, not since Perfect Dark. That was the beginning of his run as an action star.
Because I know there was like the Perfect Dark series, there was the Triple X series, obviously Fast and Furious. I think the closest we could really get to is the Pacifier. But I think every like action star / wrestler has to go through that rite of passage of being the big buff guy in a kid-friendly film.
Yep.
That's like, super tough or whatever, but then the kids make him lovable because he's done it, or Vin Diesel's done it, Batista's done it, The Rock's done it. I'm pretty sure John Cena's done it too, but I can't remember. But John Cena's also done a lot of comedy too.
True. Yeah. He has branched out quite a bit.
Mm-hmm. He's amazing. But yes, don't know how we got here.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Yeah, we spiraled off of what I was doing yesterday. Well,
Which was?
yeah, it was yesterday. Well, okay. I don't know if I've told you about my experience with eviction notices.
Mm-hmm.
But my family, we own a couple. We have a couple of houses that we rent to people, or rather, they're sort of like apartment complex, not apartment complexes, but like, how do I describe this? Like, there's like a duplex, right?
Mm.
And then we rent that out to like two families or whatever. I don't
Oh
remember
boy.
how many times I've had to. I think this is maybe my second time dealing with it, but my mom has to do this a lot more like full time.
Mm.
And like yesterday, or rather for the past month maybe, they've been in the process of evicting somebody who just kind of hasn't paid rent in like half a year.
Good
It's a
lord.
very messy process.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out that there's kind of a through line between a lot of people that get evicted, and that's that they tend to they hoard things. A lot of just things, that a lot of clothes, it seems. um I I don't want to be insensitive to the people that do this, but it's kind of crazy how they get into that scenario, you know? The past couple of ones that I've been involved with, what the people seem to do is what they. Am I getting my head of myself? I helped with an eviction notice yesterday. I didn't kick anybody out. My job was to go in there and, look through all of their stuff and start, because we have to remove everything from it that's inside of the house, and then either donate it or throw it away if it's just too garbage to do anything with.
So is this an eviction notice or a full-on eviction?
They were evicted. The eviction notice was served like last week. And then this week, I think maybe 3 or 4 days ago, we were allowed into the house to start preparing it for the next tenant, basically.
Gotcha.
Been
there.
It's yes, it feels very much like a turn, where where you're flipping this entire, you're going in there and going, wow, there's stuff everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
It smells bad because they weren't supposed to have a dog. They had a dog.
Mm-hmm.
And I also discovered what I think they did, and I think a couple of times they've done this before, is they buy clothing and then they never wash the clothing. They just buy new clothing.
I don't understand how people can do that. You go through a
It's
lot of money doing that.
for real. It's got to be less expensive to go find. They didn't have a washer dryer. I think maybe they did. It's a little unclear. I mean, they had everything else there, so I'm assuming the washer and dryer were also there, and they just weren't using it. Even if that, still going to like a laundromat would probably be cheaper than buying a new $30 pair of pants.
Yeah, it could have been more about the effort than the actual money then.
Also possible, yeah. I don't know how much of these people's business I want to put out there, because
probably not too much for legal sake.
Yes. I mean, what I found in there is legally questionable from. Well, okay. So what I did yesterday was I wandered around a house, looked through the stuff, and collected Pokemon cards, and then sorted through a bunch of clothing, and then put that clothing in a giant bag, and I made it through one giant. I don't know, what's the biggest size trash bag you know?
Like 40,
12
50 gallon, I think.
50
Well,
gallon?
that's more like, I think that's more industrial. Hold on.
It was a giant bag. I'm 6 foot tall. It was easily like 50% plus of my height.
Yeah, 40,
it was
55 gallon.
How big or how tall are those?
Those are just here. Share screen. That's just like a normal yeah. Where's it at?
It was okay. It was probably that size then.
One of these bad boys.
Yes, it was easily that size. Just bigger than that, actually. That's no, yeah. See that 95?
This is the size that I'm thinking of.
The 95 gallon. Scroll down. That one.
Oh, gotcha.
That size, the like super size one.
Mm-hmm.
I filled that up entirely with clothes.
Good
sorting
Lord.
through, and I didn't even get through. I got through maybe half of the garage.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, this is a story that will make you cry laughing. Yeah. But yeah, so sorted through all of these clothes, found some cool ones that I don't know. I've washed, and I'm now going to look through to see if maybe they're good. Or I just end up having to throw them away or donate them as well. But filled up this entire gallon, 50, 90, 100-gallon bag worth of that stuff, and was just kind of poking around, cleaning up trash as well. They had a desk, or rather, I guess a side table, 2 drawers inside of there. The top drawer of this was full of Easter candy. Loose Easter candy in a thing. The second one down there, as long as I don't say their name, it's probably all right. The second one that was beneath it was full of Ritz crackers, Little Debbie Snackarinos, and a Pop-Tarts.
I don't think they had the best diet.
Yeah, this was in their garage, by the way, and not an AC garage. They had a pantry inside that was also full of food. So I don't really know what the reasoning behind keeping this thingy out here was, but it was there. I also discovered a series of like yellow, or rather orange, I guess, sleeves, right? And inside of these sleeves, very important documents. We live around a military base. We discovered a lot about this dude. That it was a family of 3, right? It was a mom, a dad, and a child. And going in there, I was like, all right, I don't want to judge anybody. They're clearly going through hard times. And it only got darker the deeper that I dug. Because I discovered, 1, ex-military. This dude's younger than me, by the way. He was like 23, 24, something like that.
Good Lord.
Discovered that he has PTSD because we found a copious amount of PTSD drugs. He also has been fighting the Veterans Affairs because he is injured in like every single joint, right? Hips, knees, ankles, and has been trying to claim disability for that. I don't know if it worked because I didn't read more. I would see the page and I went, oh, I shouldn't read this. And then I put all this away. We also found like his the diploma, right, for graduating high school. It was his GED. He has GED. That they left. They left these. They're gone. They're not allowed to go back in the house. They were supposed to. They had like a week to collect all their important documents and leave. And they left his GED and all of his like veterans and post-military stuff. I don't know what the logic was behind any of this, but we also discovered that they were basically just spending all of their money on skincare products that didn't get used, or rather got used once and then were set there, and alcohol. And they couldn't make rent. They'd paid rent in 6 months, more than 6 months.
That's wild.
It's crazy. I'm like, I don't want to judge these people, but it's so bizarre to see like the state of this. I also found about 40 vapes that I think were empty, like the pre-disposable cartridges or whatever, just everywhere. I don't know what they were. I don't know why they weren't throwing the vapes away. They were like using the vape and then putting the vape somewhere. And then I would find it. There was like one in the candy drawer. There was one in like, I don't know. They had a child, so this child is also kind of. There were a lot of baby stuff in there, but I think the child was like 12 by the time they were kind of where they were here. So yeah, it was just more and more of a darker and darker picture. The more I went into this house and the more I was trying to clean it out, I was like, this is a little depressing. It was not the most fun thing to get to go through.
It's never fun. When people leave a lot of stuff and you have to clean up after them.
Yeah.
It's never fun when you have to go through their stuff because they left it. Let's see. At my last job, because I don't work there anymore, I don't really care.
Yeah.
No, at my last job, there was a resident who lived there for about 2 or 3 years.
Oh, okay.
And then he just stopped paying rent and he just skipped. And the way that it works, at least with student housing, that I've worked at so far, is if you don't make rent after 3 days or 3 or 4 days, you'll get the late fees and charges. And then after a certain amount of time, you get a 3-day notice, which
Mm-hmm.
is you have 3 days to vacate the premises, or we're gonna get legal involved.
Yep.
If you don't vacate the premises in those 3 days, then they're gonna start the eviction process, et cetera, et cetera.
So wait. To reiterate, you said 3 days after late fees, 3 days after that eviction notice.
It's not an eviction notice technically; it's just a 3-day notice
Yeah,
because the eviction is illegal,
that's true.
and
Yeah. So
because
it's 3 days, 3 days, 3 days penalty, 3 days warning. Then they start the eviction process.
yeah, or
Wow.
I don't know how many days before the 3-day notice, because I
Yeah.
think for some people, like if you talk with the financial or the if you talk with the people, they're pretty willing to work with you.
Sure.
Um, excuse me, but if you don't, and you're just gonna leave them high and dry, then they're gonna be a lot less forgiving for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you're a repeat offender, they're gonna be a lot less forgiving.
Oh yeah.
But in a lot of cases that I've seen at my job so far, is even if you get the eviction notice, if you pay off that balance
Hmm.
before the day of court, then they'll be like, okay, cool, you paid off your balance, like you're not gonna get evicted.
Oh okay. Yeah.
But 6 months, not sure about that. But this one specific guy,
Yeah.
he's been there for a couple years. I only knew him because he went to school with one of my coworkers, like high school. And when we had like went for inspections, he was like trying to be all buddy buddy with her, and she was like, "Oh, ha ha ha!" But she never really liked him to begin with because he was weird.
Ah. Yeah.
Um, and so I went to check to see if because I think at that day I was helping put out 3-day notices because I used to do that sometimes.
Sure.
And so or it was either that or inspections, and I was like, and I called, and I was like, hey, is this person still supposed to be here or not? Because they have a lot of stuff in here. And that's
Oh
when we find out
gosh.
that they ran out on
It just
their
dipped. Oh
they
yeah.
just dipped, yeah. And apparently his roommates hated him because he was filthy. And like I've
Oh
been in his room before,
gosh.
and I was like, yeah, it's not that great, but dude,
Yeah.
first and foremost, as soon as you walk in, just smell like straight urine.
Whoa. Okay.
Uh, and that is because he, I guess, for some reason, would pee in the sink, and the pee would like trickle down the sink for whatever reason. Oh no,
Yeah.
it would also be clogged. His sinks,
Oh.
all of his drains were clogged at some point. And I guess he would still pee in the sink for whatever reason, and it would trickle down, and it stained into the cabinets.
Dude.
So that was
Whoa.
disgusting already. I've seen nasty tubs,
Yeah.
but that one needed a professional. Like that one was so bad that even our cleaners were like, "What are we supposed to do about that?"
Yeah.
Because again, it was clogged, so all the sediment that built up would just sit and just pile up.
Oh.
And then finally we got it unclogged, and it
Yeah.
was filthy. The bathroom was disgusting. And the room was even worse because I don't think man's ever threw out any trash for the last several months. So
Oh
all of his
gosh.
trash was everywhere. He left his clothes and his shoes. There was coins and stuff everywhere. There was documents, papers, schoolwork, a whole bunch of stuff just everywhere. And there was like just nasty sticky film all over the place.
Oh my god.
Like he would spill stuff like drinks or
Yeah.
chemicals and stuff, and he would just not pick them up. And that was something that, we were supposed to make ready, and this is before turn happened. And so like this was in the middle of the year. This would have been like either like early winter or early spring, between winter and spring area. I don't remember when though.
Holy cow.
And so I was just like, dude, this is nasty. And we were all supposed to work on it.
Yeah.
Because somebody was going to be moving in there eventually, but we were like, there's no way anybody can move in here. This is actually a hazard. And
Yeah.
people, we were all sent to go deal with it every now and again. And then at one point so the thing about me is when I get pissed at my job, I'll be like, fuck it, I'll just do it myself. And
Okay.
so I said, fuck it, I'll do it myself. I grabbed some gloves, has several gloves. I grabbed some gloves, I grabbed a face mask, and I grabbed a lot of cleaning materials, and I ended up having to take all the furniture out of there because it was ruined. His bed was
Wow.
destroyed.
Yeah.
Um his desk, I was able to scrub it as best I could and got most of the nasty stuff off of it. I threw away all of his stuff. There was some food that I debated on keeping because it was non-perishable. So it's like, no, it's been infected. I think not.
Dude, I literally had the exact same thought when I was looking at this. Because I was like, they're Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts don't go bad. And I put them like with my little pile of stuff that I was like, maybe I could come with this to come with me. And then like just on the drive back, I was like, am I really that desperate to eat somebody's Pop-Tarts unopened in a box that I found in a random house?
Yeah, that's how I felt about anything. There was a handful of coins, like pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, all over the place, but they were like embedded into things because the grossness like built up around it to where you had to like pry it off of things. And one of my coworkers was like, "That's free money," and I was like, "You can have that. I'm not touching that. Like, I'm not keeping that. That's disgusting." By the time I finished,
I have.
Oh no. He's so white. Oh no.
That's the money I found in there, in the jar that I got from there.
Lord.
It's a little gross.
At least it's not a My Little Pony. Anyways.
Yeah. Thank God for that.
By the time I finished, I had roughly 8 of those industrial sized bags full of stuff.
Really?
Because it was just a lot of big, bulky stuff. And I think the worst thing is going through his like documents and stuff. Like he worked at like a mental health hospital.
Oh. He was sneaking around there, huh?
Yeah, and
this is a real Dr. Tar and Professor Feather scenario. The patients have become the
Listen, me and my coworker were like, dude, what the heck? Okay. Are you okay? Like,
yeah,
I wouldn't trust this guy after going into his house. And like his
roommates, he was just like hated a janitor him or something. He wasn't like a.
That's fair. I didn't look too much into it.
You know, it's like one of those things where it's the mechanic's car is always. The mechanic's car is always the one that is like broken because he doesn't want to fix it on his off time. The janitor's house must be filthy because they never want to clean on their off time.
I mean, I get that. I have some maintenance stuff that I could probably do in here, but I just don't want to do it because I don't want to do it on my off time. So that makes sense.
It tracks.
Although I did look at our AC yesterday, so I guess I can't say for sure. Yeah. But like my room is just dirty. Sometimes it's not like that. Like as a kid, I used to live somewhat like that. But like it was mostly just trash building up in my room because I was too lazy to throw away my stuff and clean my room. Like it was bad. It almost looked like a hoarder's house. But like at least then it was just food wrappers and trash and clothes just thrown everywhere. It wasn't like that.
Yeah.
But even still, like for one, it made me think back to how I used to live somewhat like that. And I was like, I'm never doing that again. I can't.
Yep. Well, some people get stuck in that, you know. Some people like get that, and then they have to move on from it. You know, they learn and they grow.
Yeah. I mean, I used to be an emotional hoarder. I still am kind of. Not as much of a hoarder, but like I do keep things that I have an emotional attachment to every now and again.
Sure.
But I'll have my days.
You mean like beyond when you should actually throw them away, or you just like
or like things that are like, oh, this is sentimental value. I'm not gonna get rid of it, and that was kind of instilled into me by my mom. Because like I had a lot of gifts I would get from like people, and I'd be like, I'm done with this, and my mom like, you can't throw that away. Your grandma got this for you, and I'm like, okay. And that's why I think I still have that robot under my bed, in storage. Or like my toys from my childhood, I still have those. Granted, it is a little bit of a different situation because it's not so much that somebody got you these. It's like the last several years of my childhood kind of got destroyed. You know, not having a mom and all. So it's like I'm gonna keep whatever I can to, you know, reminisce.
Yeah, sure.
But like there's things that I've had for a while that I just at one point I was like, do I really need to keep this? I've only keeping this because it had some value to it. And it makes me it I have a memory of this thing, but is it really that important to keep?
Sure, yeah.
Like I had a lot of stuffed animals.
Yeah.
But after a while, I was like, why do I still have all of these? I don't even sleep with them I sleep with them on my bed. They take too much space,
Mm-hmm.
yada yada. Now, most of my stuffed animals, I have them in my closet, and the majority of them are things I've gotten since I've gotten to college, or they were
Yeah.
like gifted to
Yeah.
me by friends or people who I used to date. And it's like, should I keep that one? Probably not, but it still has some like value to it. It was a gift. It's not like I
Sure.
look at it and I'm like, dang, oh, I missed this person. No, it's just like, yeah, it reminds me of a good time in my life that I had.
Yeah.
But it's not, again, it's not like I look at it constantly and like, dang, times were so simpler back then, or oh, I was so happy back then, or anything like that, because I don't.
Yeah.
It's literally there, and I don't remember it's there until like I see it or I remember it, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right.
Yep. I think those are the things that you find, like in 20 years and you go, oh, I remember this. Remember
Yeah.
this? And then you just kind of go down
Trash.
memory lane for a little while. Yeah, yeah. And then you
Yeah.
kind of go through the struggle of, well, do I really need this? Then you do the Toy Story thing where you donate it to a small
I don't want to
child.
play with you anymore.
I
No,
was
I just
thinking
throw
more
them
the like
out.
fourth one or the third one
Oh,
when he gives it to Bonnie.
fair enough.
There
You
are
know,
kids out
I
there.
just like straight up throw stuff away now.
That's actually I'm a little concerned about. Hold on, let me see if I can get these. So this shelf right here, by the way, all playing cards, unopened. That's a whole Magic the Gathering set. But
So
all
you
of
could have been
these,
playing Magic with us this whole time.
no, it's unopened. Well, I actually don't know what's in there, but there's Magic, there's Pokemon, there's all kinds of stuff right there. But right, I'm not really a big card collector, but like some of these that we found, okay, you can't even see, right? Like a little Pikachu, right? Some of these are cool. I'm very much I collect by the Raven method. If it's shiny, I like it. If
Fair
it's not
enough.
shiny, like Thwacky here, I don't know what to do with this card if I have more than one. I Googled this problem, and there are some very creative solutions online. People have gone from, oh, if you get like, I don't know, like 15 of these, you can glue them all together and then create 3-dimensional art. I was like, that's so sick. I'll never do that.
No.
The other thing was, the next time that you have a fire, huck them in and do not regret anything. I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh! I do not play Yu-Gi-Oh!
Your good cards in there.
What do I do with these Yu-Gi-Oh cards?
Look at them. Yu-Gi-Oh friends.
They're not the most aesthetically pleasing cards.
Just put them up on Etsy or eBay.
Okay, well, actually, Kaiba Man looks pretty cool. I don't know. Yeah, put them up on Etsy. I'm not a card reseller, and I have all of these and well, those are just sleeves. All of this, all of these. These are a Secret Lair.
For what? What Secret Lair? Was it Lord of the Rings?
No, no. Sadly, I wasn't collecting.
That's surprising.
Unfortunately, yeah, they're only Hatsune Miku. Because I figured the resale value on those suckers.
Or you just give them to me.
I am not giving you my Hatsune Miku.
How much would you buy? How much would you sell them for?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
$50. I got you.
I don't remember how much.
Probably $50.
I don't remember how much I bought them for. I'll have to go back and search.
No,
I'm waiting for them to collect in value.
Gotcha. Me and Anthony got the Sonic Secret Lairs.
Oh yeah.
And they were like $40-something bucks each.
That sounds right. Yeah. But I think wait. Hatsune Miku. Yeah, they're all Miku.
I see.
Because that's the only one I saw that I was like, if I'm going to invest in playing cards, they're going to need to be like, I needed a third party involved, and Miku is that expensive.
Fair enough.
She's a global icon. At any rate, that's just one of my shelves. This shelf down here, I'm way more excited about. I can't really give you too good of a tour, but this is my alcohol shelf, and I've been collecting. How do I can't wiggle around and show you. There's
Your
alcohol
alcohol
there.
shelf?
Yes,
You're an alcoholic? I freaking knew it.
super unlit. Well, actually, that was originally storage for alcohol. Now it's aesthetic storage because the bottles that are no longer on the shelf are now sitting next to me. I don't know what to do with them because I don't really want to drink. I was hoping to have a party of some kind so that I could get rid of them.
And yet,
they're still sitting there. I have 2 bottles of Jack Daniels and orange liqueur. I don't really know what to do with these.
Good lord.
They're just kind of there. But yeah, hopefully at some point I'm going to get a smaller tripod up here so that this will be lower and you'll actually be able to see my other shelf. Because this shelf, books, this shelf, D&D, this shelf, more books, and the ones at the top are games. It's like I have cool stuff back there for you to look at. This shelf is empty. My God, this is just random stuff. Stuff that doesn't fit other places.
I mean, at least you have something to look at in your background.
All I have
posters. Are just posters.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Oh, I totally forgot my last topic that we don't have time to get into because it's great, but I will mention it. Campaign 1 of Anio has ended. It took us over a year to get there.
For another group, not mine.
For a different group. Yes. Well, yours ended like 4 years ago. This group just ended, and it was awesome. I hope everybody... They said they all had a good time. They're already excited for Campaign 2. I had a great time. I need to finish...
I didn't finish Campaign 2 either.
Well, Campaign 2 is not technically done yet. But they had a great time. A different character won. So to briefly summarize the ending that you got, a evil wizard serving a demon became king. That was I think the worst case scenario. These guys got the second to worst scenario.
Do they listen to this, by the way?
I don't think so, no.
Okay.
The second to worst one, but don't spoil anything for them beyond that. The second to worst, or maybe alternate loss, quote unquote, ending is one of the 3 potential rulers sides with the occupying force that is influencing the election, and they end up winning. This character did. So now my players are wanted. They're outlaws in this place that they've spent the last year living in, and now have to move on to another location. So I'm looking very much forward to the second campaign, but I have to finish writing the second campaign, which is a very slow process because the point that I'm at is it's quite a few steps back from what I'm used to writing.
Yeah.
Because revising campaign 1 so many times, I'm very used to going, this is my baseline stuff, now I'm revising. With campaign 2, I'm having to write the baseline for the ending, and the revision part's already done for the first half. So that was my campaign 1 recap. I had a great time. I hope everybody else had a great time, and I'm very much looking forward to getting to play the second version. But yeah, I guess any final things that you'd like to talk about, because we are at time.
I guess I am making my dream come to fruition with my little comic book.
Oh yeah. Week over week we get to see the evolution.
Yeah. Right now I plan on publishing it onto like Webtoons.
Nice.
But just because I can't really make money off of it, I'm not trying to. I just want to put something out there to say that I did. But once I don't know, I'm trying to see right now if it's one of those things where I can update a chapter like a page at a time, or if I have to publish everything all at the same time.
Oh.
Because if it's I can just add a page, or update and add pages, that'd be great. So then I can just put it out there. When you get done with
it, you just upload it immediately
as I go instead of waiting until I'm done. But I guess be on the lookout for that. We'll be linked whenever it's ready.
Sick. Well, thanks for listening and watching, everybody. See you next time on John Talks to Lamb and Land Talks to John.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.